Welcome to SDLC compliance with multiple Fliplet environment. Welcome everyone that's just joining us. Thank you for everyone that is staying tuned. Just a quick note that our InfoSec update is coming up. We're a couple minutes behind, so we will quickly give you an overview on our multiple environment feature, and then we will pass over to Simon for InfoSec. So let's get started. My name is Sophie, and I will be your host for this session. We are going to run over a few things in this session. We're going to introduce our multi-environment feature to you, walk you through some of the capabilities of it and why it would benefit you and your business. We will also give you a demo of what we are looking at with our multi-environment, and then talk to you about our onboarding program and how you can find out more information about it. So what is multi-environment? This is a new add-on that Fliplet has created, and it allows users now to belong to multiple organizations within Fliplet. So these can be organizations across our different regions, our US, EU, and Canadian region. Customers can configure multiple Fliplet organizations for their own business. Each of them will have their own restrictions and users that can be a part of them. And customers can copy their apps, their files, and their data easily between all those organizations. Some of the capabilities of this. So creating these multiple environments is ideal for something like creating a development lifecycle. So having your staging environments, development environment, a training environment, a sandbox environment, really allowing you to divide up the different use cases that you may be going through when you're building an app. Each environment has the same features as your primary environment. So depending on what plan you're on, your multiple environment will carry the same features of those plans. There is controlled access to each of these environments. So say your US team used single sign-on and your UK team didn't, we can set these for different regions. So everything doesn't have to be controlled in the same manner. We have our app copy and merge feature. So that's going to allow you to move apps between environments. So once created, say, in a sandbox environment, it can be moved to a training environment, etc. So being able to copy exact copies of the app across these environments. You then will be able to merge changes, such as changes to your screen files and data across these different environments. And also these, as we said, are isolated across different regions. So allowing you to have your own environments depending on what server serve the best purpose for your business. So why would you maybe want to use these, and how could they potentially benefit your business? So first of all, it could help you comply with a software development lifecycle. So something like having different isolated environments while building your app. So a development, staging, testing, production. So this could really help you to reduce errors that could affect your live app. So right now, if you're familiar with Studio, any bugs or changes that are done in an actual live app. So with these multiple environments, you could make changes, debug apps in a separate environment. Once we're happy with those changes, we could push them to our live production app. So no offline downtime affecting a live version of the app. The new features obviously could help you test your features before deploying them. So if you're putting in new screens, new functionalities in the app, we could fully test these in a testing environment and ensure they're functioning as they should be before pushing them to a live production app. It will also help you to increase security and compliance by testing your apps across multiple environments. So just having extra kind of eyes on what we're doing and making sure that they're secure and comply. Running our environments in different regions just to ensure isolation. We could create environments for training and experimenting. So we have a new team member joining. We want them to become familiar with Fliplet Studio. Let's put them into our training environment, get them familiar, and have them kind of look around and play around with it without affecting anything that's being worked on or anything that's currently live. And our environments can have different users. So again, depending on how your team is built up, different users can have permissions to be involved and work on different apps in different environments. Okay, so we are going to jump into our demo. We'll quickly show you kind of what it looks like with these different environments, how you can switch between them, how you can manage your users and environments, how you would copy an app between those environments, and then inviting users to that environment. So you will see here, I am in Fliplet Studio. For those of you that are not familiar with it, welcome to Fliplet Studio. You can see my name right here and my current environment that I'm in. I'm in my Fliplet production environment. So with multi-environment, if I drop down here, we can see the two additional environments that I am a part of. So I have my Fliplet production, training, and sandbox. So these are three separate isolated environments. So I can quickly navigate between environments. So I'm in my training environment. You'll see my apps are changing as I go back and forth to them. I have different apps in those different environments. Also, if I'm jumping into my users, you can see I have 4 or 5 different users that are solely users of this environment. If I pop back to my production here, I can go to my users again and see that I have a different set of users. So again, noting that your users are completely separate to your environment. Also security. So if I wanted to go ahead and configure my SSO for this environment, it would solely apply to this one. I wouldn't necessarily have it on my training or sandbox. So it could be carried over if we wanted to. Otherwise, it is solely set on this specific environment. So I'll quickly just give you a run through of maybe how we would use this. So I have a Fliplet directory. This is the directory that I have built on production. It's live. I have a couple new team members who have joined the team. Don't really want them playing around in this just in case they affect the live app. So what I would do is go down here to my More button. I would duplicate my app. You'll see I have a drop down here of my different environments that I'm able to select from. I'm going to go ahead and add this to my training environment, duplicate my app, and it has been successfully moved to training. So now if I navigate back to my training environment, you'll see that the Fliplet directory is now here, available to use in isolation without affecting the live app. So if I go to my organization dashboard, maybe I want to invite this new team member to play around with my app. I'm going to go ahead and invite them. And you'll now see that they are a member of this environment. They would have received an email with the credentials to log in, and they can kind of get started and go. So that is a very quick overview on how multi-organization could work. Again, use cases really depend on your business, how it's set up, your choice of how you really would set up these environments. So just to note, when this becomes available, we have a full onboarding program where our team will help you determine the environment and their purpose. We'll help you kind of get it set up with your specific individuals, your environment, help you kind of navigate through who should be where. And of course, importantly, your app, how we can help you organize your apps across the different environments and really answer any questions and help you kickstart the usage of this. So we have covered this new feature, explained to you what it is and what the purpose of it is, hopefully given you some information on how it could potentially be useful to you and what they could be used for and how you would use them really. So the multi-environment is currently in beta testing. We're perfecting it for you and it will soon be available. I did mention the merge feature, which is allowing you to kind of merge changes across those different environments. That is currently being planned and tested, and we will make that available shortly after this feature goes live later in the year. So if you have any other questions, interested in hearing more about it or seeing a demo of it, please reach out to your account manager or to our support team. Any questions? I have a couple questions here. So can SSO be implemented separately per environment? Yes, that is a good question. As we said, the kind of security and settings of all of the environments completely separate. So as I mentioned, you could have a US environment that requires SSO to be used, and maybe the UK one didn't. So all of your setup and configuration can be solely based on that environment's needs. I think maybe one more. Do environment admins stay the same for each environment? Can they be different? So you can have admins be the same across environments if you wanted to, or you can completely switch it up. So just because I'm an admin of my, say, production environment, maybe I would never be in a training or a sandbox environment, so I didn't need to be an admin. So you could have the team that manages that be admins on it, and I wouldn't need to. So yeah, all of the permissions will sit completely separately across the environments when it comes to the use.